Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I got it all cut apart. I got it back together. I think I showed that in the last video. Now, I just put the new rings in the piston. Cut myself, of course. And I got the timing chain in. You got to put this in. You can see where that goes right there. There's a timing mark. See it right there? Get you. And it goes in line with this. I'm thinking. I'm going to find out. I have to double check on that. But now I'm about ready to put the head on. So I got this all cleaned off. I got these all set in place. So now I can set the head on. I'm going to do this nice and easy because you got to get this into here. It takes a little bit of jogging, so I'll have to use two hands. And then you got this little thing, you know, that oil. That's the oil, giving oil up to the cam and all that. It goes up to here. This little thing, which I gotta pull it up there. That I just did. Whoop. Okay, gotta pull that out so that won't be in the way. And again, slipper on there. Alright, got it sitting on there. I have to tie this on here. So it's just sitting on there right now. Nice and tight, and it's all in there. So now I need to start putting the, let me pause it here. Okay, putting head bolts on. Make sure you got the washer on there. 4 big ones. And that's the wrong one. That's the short one. That goes over here. And then here is another short one. Short ones go over here. And long ones. Let's go over and grab this. Nope, that's not it. Okay, that one's got one on it. I gotta find my other washer. Yeah, it must be down in there. I have to find the other washer. I'll bring it back. Alright, found it. Okay. Alright. So that's it. I'll torque that down. I'm not sure on the specs yet. I'll have to look it up. But I'm going to go ahead and put that down so they don't move. So that's all in there. Then we're going to have to whoops. Oh no. I'm gonna have to, you gotta make sure this thing's up there so it won't come up now. So I'm gonna have to tilt this whole thing this way a little bit. See that? So I can get that out of there. I'll pull it up a hair. So probably when I'm bringing that up, I should guide that, but it's hard to do all that at the same time. So that's got to go into there, and you put that into there. So I'll have to pull this whole thing up, put it over there, and put it back down. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be up in there. And then this, I need to push that up a little bit and put this bolt goes in there. And then we'll put our time chain on. You got to get that all timed. But I have to push that over like that to get that in there. I need to really get my bolts. There it is. I need to tighten this down. Can't do it with one hand, so I'll have to pause you and bring you back. Alright, here we go. You put this mark right in line with that mark. I think it needs to be turned a little bit. Yeah, it turned on me a little bit. Turn back. Whoops. Too far. Let's go easy. Easy peasy. That went a little too far. I'll have to turn that. But this mark here lines up with this right there. See that? Then this will line up with that. I'll have to move a little bit. So that's lining up with that. Pull that off there. Okay. Then what we do is you put this, putting it on wrong, then you put this on. This is the starter gear there, and then see that one, you put that into here. Then you put your cutter key here, right, whoops, right into there. So you kind of keep that out, and then you put your, oh, and it didn't grab, it must have popped out. Let's pull it back up. That happens, see it? I really need two hands. It's best to do it with two hands. Then you can line it up. Let me try it again here. Try it with my right hand. There it is. Now one thing you might need to do is tap this in a little bit. Try to make it so it don't pull out easy like that. Because when you put this in here, into there, those magnets will pull it right out. So you got to be careful of that. So it takes a little bit. Sometimes you can tap this thing down in there. No, it doesn't seem to work. You don't want to booger up anything. Oh, there it goes. You see it went on there? Now it ain't going to come off so easy. And my starter gear works good. See it turning that? Yep. Now I should be able to hold this on here. Whoops, there's one reason. An extra bolt in there. That ain't gonna work. See, I pulled all the bolts out. Goober. And I gotta have my bearing. The bearing's in there, or it'll be on there. And really, I gotta put spooge on it before I do all this. I just want to make sure it's in time. And it's a little off. I kind of knew that. Let's see if I can get it to turn here. Didn't tighten this down yet because I wasn't sure if I was on it or not. Pause 1 minute. Okay, got it turned. Top dead center. This one's lined up with that. See that? Sometimes you got to push this. That's lined up. So there we are. And there's that mark in there. Gets lined up with that top. There it is. Top dead center. Alrighty. Well, that all flies. I got to pull this back off, put some silicone around it, put that on there. But first of all, I got to torque these down. These have not been torqued down. These are just snugged in here. So I need to torque those down, put these two in. So I got a few things to do before I get any farther. Get those done. You can look online and find these torque specs. That's what I got to do. And like I said, I got to put some silicone around this. Put this back on. And good. Should be about put together. Oh, then you put your chain tensioner in there. Back in there. So I'll bring it back on if I get to that point. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, well, I just checked the valve clearance on this before I put it all back together. This is supposed to be 0.8, the lowest, up to, I think, 0.10, 11. This here is supposed to be the bottom, is the lowest is 0.15, and it was them stacks. So I just wanted to double check that, make sure it's at top dead center. You know, when you check your, and it's good to check, you know, figure, hey, might as well check it now. It's easier to do out of the bike. So easier to do it now than later. And all I gotta do, I gotta find another screw for this. Might have to wait on that. Eventually I'll find one and put it in there. But it won't stop me from getting her all put back together. So now what I'm doing is start put the cover on here. This thing's about ready to be picked up and put her back in the bike and get her putting all back together. We'll put these all back on here. And yeah, we're ready to go. And I'll bring you on. We go a little farther, start putting stuff back on. Well, I got her all back in there. Most of it's more explainable, you know, putting the bolts in, hooking the wires up, right? And if you took it off, you probably should know that. Putting those back on, the oil lines. I got the new, put that on. This was a little booger because I had this thing propped up here. When I put the engine in, well, I couldn't get down because of this, so I had to pull this out, which just needs to be adjusted anyway because this thing's been, I think, rolled or something, been tipped over or something happened to it. But I put this on there, and here's my problem. There's no gas in there. So, and I don't have, wait, I do have gas. Hold up, let's see if we can get her fired up. Pause. Alright, I had some weed eater gas slash chainsaw I put in there because my son used the rest of it up on mowing. So let's fire up. Got the choke on. Let's see. Woo! Woo, a lot quieter. No smoke. I call that a success. That's good running. Oh, it's starting. Still needs to warm up. Real good. All right. Well, there it is, folks. Now all I gotta do is put all the plastics back together, put all this stuff back in here, and clean her all up. And I might show you a thing on these tires a little bit. We're going to try to do probably something I heard of it. I'm going to try to something to make this tread stat out a little better, give a little more traction. Well, there it is. Kawasaki 360 Prairie. Had a bad crank. We put it all back together. And here's the old crank. It's stiff as can be. It's stiff. I can't even do it, but you can kind of see it there. Watch it. See that? Bad. Well, there it is, folks. I hope this helps somebody. This videos that I had on redoing this one. I got to put my clutches back on. It's pretty well easy stuff. Now, only thing when you're, I got to put this back on too. Only thing what you do is when you're setting the motor in there to be able to line this back up, what you have to do is you put some stuff underneath here to hold this up to the right height. Okay, you put a bar, if you have like a bar, a couple bars or whatever, a couple things to put underneath there, raise that up to the right height of this, and you'll know once you're doing it. Well, then you slide it back slowly. So what you do is you put something into here to pry, pushing this back this way, and then at the same time you have your hand over here to line it up. If you have two people, it would work best. But then it'll slip right in there. You just tap it, keep moving it, it'll slip that in. That's the biggest challenge of putting this motor back in here, is doing that. So, hey, if you got any comments, subscribe, push the bell, get notifications when I have, like I said, on this, you'll never know what is next. I'm always got something different. I try to videotape different things I have, especially if I know that it could help somebody. Because I appreciate YouTube. I appreciate going there and finding information, seeing things that I can't see in pictures. Videos are awesome. I put oil in it too, just in case, on a new filter. So I want to say thanks to everybody for watching this video, watching all my videos, subscribing to my channel. And hey, we're going to keep going forward and have more and more videos of just about anything and everything. So everybody, you have a good day. Take care. And like I always say, every day you're up, white, and walking, it's a good day. Take care.